We're live.
Okay.
I think I want Fritos.
Okay. Should I go get those
No,
for you?
it's raining out there, damn it.
Oh, I thought you meant Cheetos.
You can have Cheetos if you want. That's
No,
what
I'm good. I just had stuff.
Like,
Hi. It's rainy today.
yeah,
Not
it's real,
much to do.
real sucky. Well, I mean, there is one thing we got to do, but oh my gosh. Oh, we got to put that into the GPS.
Okay.
So I'm getting really sick and tired of living, really. I am.
Living is hard.
It's not that it's hard, it's pointless. We live in a big, pointless world.
Well, I'm pretty sure existence itself is pointless.
I mean,
There's no point to it.
no, but it doesn't have to be this shitty. No, I mean, like, we're in the Robert Heinlein crazy years, and there's 8 billion fuckers, and most, I mean, that's the whole thing. People thought like, oh, we're humans, we're advanced, we have brains, we should be able to solve problems and make life better for everything. But what do? We go around being slaves and backstabbing everybody. That's what everybody's doing, and just, hey, there's Melissa. We're bitching about life.
Yeah.
How's it going
in Sacramento?
Sacra tomatoes, Sacra blue tomatoes. Well, I have to go with something blue.
Coyote blue.
Yeah, like we like, and then the other day we're at the same park we were at from last time we streamed, but the last time.
But in a different spot.
Right. I ran across this one guy and I thought he was like a total asshole. And at that time, he was just I didn't realize he was just having a bad day.
Sunny and
sunny. At least it's not raining on you. It's going to be raining here for the next at least a week. Rain. And we're living outdoors and it sucks really bad.
It's called Washington because it rains and tries to wash everything.
And we have to wait 3 more weeks before payday before we can get an overhead shelter so we can actually be outside and not have all of our shit getting rained on. So,
and that's only if we can get our breaks done.
Yeah, and so we're really, life's.
I want to be able to make it to Seattle to get my jaw looked at because it's so messed up.
I thought you were giving up on that.
Am I supposed to?
I keep asking you when we're going to do the appointment. I want to do that when we're down in Kelso.
Okay.
So we can, I mean, you can schedule it any time, but I want to do it when we're down there so we can at least leave, one dog.
Okay.
Blue can stay behind for that trip.
He's an old dog.
But.
And it doesn't smell very good these days.
Oh yeah, on that whole food shortage thing, now avocados are $3 a piece at the local ripoff Peterson store, aka Belfair Safeway.
So that might just be Hellfair. We don't know.
Yeah, but and the Safeways make it like grocery shopping is going to the fucking casino. They're like, hey, are you gonna go for the big money? You got to buy 3 or more. Or, oh, my sodas might be ready to drink.
No whammies.
No, we're just trying to chill. We're doing a load of towels it's actually dog bedding at this point.
It's like, it was the kind of day where we're at our campsite this morning. We're all out of sugar and we're all out of milk. So no coffee and no like sweetened tea.
No, I really need that soda.
So sucks.
Can you reach it or should I go get it?
And then I forgot what I was talking about.
Then, so it was raining and we're out of sugar. We just got some.
Is it in the fridge or the freezer?
I'll get it. I can get it. I have to get the dogs are in the way. But anyways, this guy, like I was walking my little dog, Murphy, and he wanted to go over and say hi to the other dude's dog. And the dude just like flipped out on me and shit. And I'm like, wow, you're a real asshole. And we shared a couple of words and shit. Don't worry, we'll get by, Melissa. We don't show you when we're like really bad off. I should record that and upload it sometime, just so you can see how really.
When I'm having one of my freak attacks.
Or when I'm having one of my freak attacks.
Well, when you have your freak attack, it usually sends me into a freak attack.
And then I have to stop freaking out because I hate it when I get you upset.
It's just really easy to get me upset right now because everything's all fucky.
But puppy, no, good girl. But we got enough groceries for at least the rest of the week, I think. And we're finding we're gonna have to store food at your grandma's house, I think, because we can't store food in our trailer. Oh, the one thing I found out is we really got super ripped off on our axle because I was pricing axles. Hey, they're toots, man.
Hi.
And I found out that we can get an axle that's the right size axle for our trailer for under $500. And we paid like
Over
$1,100. It was $1,100 for the axle that's the wrong size. So until we get a new axle, we can't store anything in our trailer. We don't have the weight limits for it. I really, I want to just start robbing and killing people across the land.
I want to do that.
I mean, can we all just form a gang and start a crime spree together? Like,
Sounds like
because I'm really sick and tired of the slaves, man. And I don't mean everybody in America that's not a billionaire is a slave, but I'm not talking about like all of us where
it's the type of slaves that
the ones that like the
on
slavery.
purpose try to make it harder for all the other
And
slaves.
they're willing to backstab their fellow slaves just so they can be a good little house nigger for their masters.
Yeah.
Those are the slaves I'm talking about that I don't like. Because when you live in a slave nation, we're all slaves. If you're working, you're a slave. I'm a fucking pensioned off slave, and I figured it out. Everybody ran away when I started talking about the niggers and the slaves. And you notice how you're not even allowed to type nigger on the internet? Holy
Wow,
shit,
2
Toots.
days. Wow.
Oh, God. Really? No.
Safeway pharmacy. Did you check the pharmacy?
Mm-mm.
I don't know what could be.
Well, I'm glad you got your stuff back, Toots, man. That would suck. Like the internet,
Yeah.
but you have a generator. Your internet shouldn't go out with your power. It should still work as long as you got your generator power going.
We didn't have internet for many days.
We only have internet when we come in to find
Yeah.
internet. But that's cool because, you know,
It makes us not waste time on the internet. Instead, we have to find other ways to waste time.
yes, he just got his internet back on.
And here we are.
Yeah. Now we know. But like,
I like to listen to audiobooks.
yeah. I understand now why they pension off people like me instead of just putting me in prison and executing me or some crazy shit. It's my purpose in America is to keep all of you slaves scared.
Because this is what could happen to you.
Do you want to be one of those old slaves that gets pensioned off and you have to go live out in the fucking woods? Do you want that? No, then you better be in your slave box doing your fucking slave job. Just fucking if you get fired or you piss off your master, you're gonna be out here with those scary peoples, the escaped slaves, the pensioners.
And then, or you can have the situation I had where my husband at the time was a slave and in turn made me like a worse off slave. Like I had to do everything.
It's a caste society they're trying to build. And they hide it by not letting you even say what you really are. Like on YouTube or any social media, like Toots already figured it out.
Yeah.
Try typing in nigger in the chat. You can't.
Yeah.
You can type it and hit enter, but it disappears. None of us.
But you can say nogger or nagger.
But this is my channel, supposedly my channel, my stream. I'm supposed to have control of it, right? Just have the furnace, the water, and the fridge running. So we really need to get up there and help you build out your solar and power systems a little bit, I think. Because internet, it doesn't use that much power. You're looking at like it's like maybe 100 watts.
Well, like the system at my mom's house.
Yeah, she was able to do that. Was a 100-watt system.
And fridge, right?
Yeah, a fridge and the internet all off of a fucking one marine battery and 100-watt solar panel.
Yeah.
And it held up for a couple of days, and that's kind of so. It's like we could really just, I would like to be able to help people out with this shit. And when we get back to Kelso,
I'm not sure how we can help anybody out right
I'm
at the
gonna go
moment.
post on Craigslist because other people have money and
Craigslist.
Craigslist. And
Good old Clegg.
holy shit! So your actual phone went down as what?
Oh wow.
The landline. So was that from the storm, the hurricane thingy, or?
Well, did the hurricane reach all the way up there?
Yeah, that's what they said. Off coast, but that means they could have gotten some wind and rain inland and stuff.
Wow, that would suck ass.
Like, I'm just very disgruntled with life at the moment. Here's the thing: we're surviving just fine. But that's all we're doing. He said, "Yeah, we're just surviving. There's no point to it. There's no."
Well, okay, and so the guy that you didn't finish, the guy that you met.
Oh yeah. I should finish that.
Go ahead.
The funny part of it is he was one of us. He's one of us. He's a fucking retired Air Force dude. Has fucking brain damage every bit as bad as hers.
Okay, but wait, here's what happened. Okay, so they had exchanged words, right?
Yeah.
And then he came back to camp. He's like, that motherfucker, I'm gonna go like video record him or something. I don't remember what you said. And so like went up there and was kind of checking him out. And then later the guy like came to our camp and he's like, did we like say words the other day? He's like, I'm really sorry. He's like that. I thought you were somebody else. And
Yeah.
So, and that was cool. He came by and he was totally cool. And then, so when we changed campsites, we're like right across from him now.
Yeah.
And he came and talked to us a little bit. And yeah, he's an Army veteran.
No, Air Force.
Air Force.
Yeah, fucking pilot.
Oh, that's right.
He's been in a plane crash.
Yeah, he fucking survived a plane crash.
Like a bad one.
In Alaska.
Yeah. And I'm like, this dude, just like you, just like me, just like him, we don't deserve to be treated the way we're being treated.
Yeah.
He's in a trailer in a car just like us.
Yeah.
And I mean,
with his dog and his cat.
With a dog and a cat. I mean, this motherfucker deserves to have a home he can actually afford. And just like you deserve to have a safe place to live. I mean, you raised 3 kids. You've contributed to your nation. All right. You educated 3 children. That's no small task. All right.
And now they hate me.
Yeah.
2 out of 3 at least.
I mean, your kids always grow up to hate their parents. It's just kind of part of life.
Well, I guess that's probably true.
I feel so entitled. Oh my God. Maples are scary, man. 60 foot. That's huge.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I hope you get to do something with the wood, though.
Yeah.
That's
a big ass tree that must have blown down.
When you get a vacation, if you can get like winter vacation, you can come camping with us. We'll make space.
Yeah, winter camping.
No, but we should have a canopy and then we'll have outdoor space for standing and stuff. But
it's still cold.
I know. I'll keep her warm. There's enough of me to go around.
Good to know.
I'm not saying I'm fat or anything, but
I keep you too busy to be fat.
Yeah. Well, no, you don't keep me busy. Life just keeps us
or
busy.
The dogs, me and the dogs.
Yeah. And I'm like, your next goal. There's no such thing as winter camping in California. It's like flood camping and then sun camping.
Well, there's fire camping.
Oh, there's fire camping. You got your fire season, your flood season, and your summer season, which are kind of overlapping, but
interspersed with mosquito season.
Yeah, I don't have much of mosquitoes down there. Not really. Not too bad.
Well, it depends on where you are.
Yeah, I guess
Sacramento, maybe not so bad. Grass Valley, not great.
Oh, so that seems common. Like people, like, see, if we had a chainsaw and somebody to sell wood to, because that's what people do. They go around, do all the work for free, but then you get the wood.
Mm-hmm.
That person better get away from my laundry. Don't touch my door, you whore. Is she on my shit? I'm gonna go regulate now.
Go say something.
Oh, and it's rainy, so the cute girls stay in the rain. For some reason, if you're pretty, you don't have to go out in the weather.
Is that really a thing?
Does that mean I'm ugly? Probably does.
I guess me too, because
We're
I've
just-
had to deal with the fucking rain
I guess we're ugly because we're
for
stuck
a
out in the
long
rain.
time.
I don't know if you noticed that, but it's how it works sometimes. I don't
At
know.
least we still get to take showers. And
I mean,
stuff.
yeah. I mean, for 2 homeless people and 3 homeless dogs, we do okay. we stay
have
clean.
clean laundry and we stay clean.
And the camp staff likes us, so they gave us some free shower tokens.
Yeah.
I didn't have to.
And then we found out that
Shh, don't tell them that part.
okay,
Go
fine.
for it.
Well, we got some shower tokens when we got some car wash tokens.
Oh, yeah,
when we got
that.
shower tokens. And so then I was thinking, well, if the car wash tokens work in the shower thing, then
Maybe
the
the vice
shower tokens must work in the car wash thing. And the shower tokens are half the price as the car wash.
So the next time we need to wash something, we're gonna try the
we're gonna try shower
tokens and see if that works. He said you're pretties. That's what I
Thank
keep
you.
saying, especially when it's warm and you can run around naked.
I feel like my face is all crooked.
It's not really that bad. It's crooked on
And
the
it's
inside.
all it's all numb.
Well, it is numb. I can't say nothing about that. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. I better go
Mhm.
check the laundry.
Oh, okay. Wait, so what am I supposed to talk about?
I don't know. Tell Nearly I need you silly bastards. But I shaved yesterday. You see, I mean, I stay clean shaven and I'm not using that store crap. I'm still using
It's like, okay, I've known so many skinheads that they call themselves skinheads, even though they just like buzz cut their hair. They never actually like, shave their heads. And with him, when his hair gets like just a little bit of stubbly, like maybe where normal people would like buzz cut their hair to, you're like, yeah, this is getting shaggy. I gotta shave it.
it only takes like less than a half hour.
Well, and it's so smooth.
But we're homeless. What the fuck else do I got to do with my time? It's like isn't he short? What?
Well, I don't think he's tall.
We lived across the mountains range from him, didn't we? Wait, no, that was somebody, a different astronaut.
That was that I can't remember who that was right now.
Not Armstrong.
But Buzz Aldrin wanted to punch Donald Trump.
I like Buzz. He punches people. I like that.
I thought it would be great if he punched him.
I think it's funny.
What could he do to him? He's fucking national hero.
I mean, it's funny. He's like, I'm a hero and I'm old. What are you gonna do about it? It goes around. I should just start that. I'm like, fuck off, punch you, fucking just start punching people and shit. That would be so, or Dr. Evil. I think, and the one thing that's so sick, and you think about it, we live in a civilization where rich people dress up and pretend like they're poor people when they go out in public.
You know what? I think Bad Horse rocks.
Yeah.
I totally want to side with Bad Horse.
We need a real Bad Horse. I mean, maybe we need a real coalition of evil. Because when you live in the land of evil, doing good makes you evil. You get called evil if you do good. Because look at this hell town we're in. Hey, and I already reconciled this shit. This town, this county, the cops, the judges, the people, the so-called charities, all I needed was a lawyer. And I would have beat the crap out of that evil bitch in courts because she does nothing but lie. If I'd had a lawyer, we would have won hands down. And this town would have been free of a criminal. But they sided with the criminal. So now
they're stuck with that.
They're stuck with that criminal because no one wanted to stand up and do the right thing. I was forced to make it to where that bitch could never leave this town.
I'm kind of hoping we don't see her while we're in town because I don't know that I'm going to be able to
hit her with a rock,
kick her ass.
Yeah,
and
it's.
I'm pretty sure Rocky's got something to say to her.
Yeah, after she ruined your life and all.
Yeah,
but now this town's stuck with a murderer, a lady that goes around and looks for weak-willed men to have sex with so she can blackmail them. That's how she exists. That's how she gets her whole money.
Not a priest, whatever the
pastor.
She got one of them fired from their church and excommunicated
because he was a weak-willed bitch. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is she blackmails people. She finds weak men to blackmail, and that's how she gets her money.
Of course, she she's like, at least 60 now.
Yeah,
So
but now she's stuck in this
not
town.
so much a
Yeah.
prize like she thought she was.
Well, now
and
they-
even when she thought she was fat and ugly always.
The only way men she can
Always.
get now is if she gets them drunk. So she has to find basically weak-willed drunks.
And then tell them how awful they are for being
Right.
drunk.
Well, what she does is she finds weak-willed drunkards that are married, has sex with them, and then blackmails
Oh,
them, and
well, sure.
they have to pay her money or she tells on them.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's what this town is defending. And we left this town. We are not a part of this town. We're out of here. We're gone. And what makes me sad is there's still good people in this town, but they're letting the evil rule them.
Yep.
And it's not just this town, it's everywhere in America, though. No matter where we go, it's
I will say that we have met some not very good individuals in this town.
like,
There
which
was
other-
that tweaker chick.
Oh
There's
yeah,
that other dude that used to live at your
drunk
dad's
Jim.
house.
Oh yeah, Chris.
That fucking big huge
But-
doofus guy.
Freight claims always go bad. Here, let me get that garbage bag, and I'm gonna go check on our laundry. I think it's time to put it to the
Did we
dryer.
have enough on our card for
I
it?
like how you think to it. Yeah, we had enough, so we didn't. We're gonna have to pay. We're probably gonna have to hold out and do laundry at your grandma's, I guess.
because
We're
he
so
fixed
broke.
my grandma's dryer. So
Oh, yeah.
how could she not say we can do laundry there?
Well, she would let us do that anyway.
Of course, she would totally let us.
But she
do
was
it.
very happy that we
But she was
fixed it.
so happy
I
we
was-
fixed her
I was
dryer.
totally amazed that I actually got it to work.
He was able to fix the heating coil thingy, and he installed a ceiling fan and a light at my grandma's house. That was pretty cool. I forgot what I was gonna say. Darn it. I hate it when that happens, which is like all the time. And then I like try to remember whatever it was I was talking about, and nope, just nothing. Just like, well, it's like the little monkey with the symbols. It's like that. And I'm not even sure how it is that we ended up out here. We didn't have to come out here until like this afternoon for some appointment thing or something. Well, I'm sure he would be up for hire. Make him an offer. He's good with electrical things and installing things, and well, it's like whenever he is like faced with something that he doesn't know how to do, he usually figures it out. It's kind of cool. That's what he did with this whole solar thing. He like figured that out, and now it runs our solar pretty good. And then other people are like asking him questions about solar. That's kind of cool. And it's funny how even when it's this rainy, there's still so much traffic that goes through this town. It's like they need to like make a bypass or make it, I don't know, the street that goes through town is always super backed up and people drive stupid. Murphy, and we need to get flea stuff for the dogs, which sucks, but we can't really
Yeah, well.
afford it right now because apparently you have to use that stuff like
I'm probably gonna
every
have a
month
smoke
or
while it's
something.
not raining. Want to hold those for me? I went with
You
the.
did get Fritos. I thought it was just a Cheeto.
No, I had to get 3 bags. So I got you 2 bags of Cheeto. Oh, I got the new one. Apparently,
Yeah, the white cheddar ones or something.
who's kooky?
Those are the things that you can do.
Oh wow. Well, if it gives us a place to live for a bit, I'm all for it.
Yeah, see, Melissa's mom wants to maybe have you come over and
So
do some
Melissa's
chores.
telling people about me.
Yeah.
You
We could just put Lou for hire on the side of the van.
mechanical carpentry, wood chopping. I know, but I my whole life they told me you're nothing special. You're just whatever, But are there other people that has the range of skills that I have? I mean, if there is, hello, where are you people? Let's form a gang and like blow some shit up.
That would be fun.
Oh, that's gonna.
You were gonna eat chips.
No.
Lou says, "Hey, what you eating there?"
But I've
See,
learned.
and just see, this is our dog Blue right here, who's like, "Hey, is there food?"
Yep. But I've already decided that since we're already poor and homeless, every month we're going to put money aside and not spend it. We're going to build our savings up to say starting this month. So
I still have to talk to the people that are going to give me more than $400 a month. Hopefully,
we'll do that soon. So we're already.
It's so hard to talk to people anymore
because we have PTSD.
Well,
we don't want to talk to anybody.
My brain doesn't do good with that.
Okay, so in the past, in this state, if you're a disabled veteran, you got your papers that say you're a disabled veteran or whatever, right? All you had to do to get your state benefit stuff was to take your papers and go to anywhere. It's like, I'm trying to get a fishing license because we're poor. And if I can catch some food on our own, it would save us some money on groceries and all, right? So I go into the store or the place. I'm like, I want to get my license. Here's my papers, right? And they're like, oh, no, you got to fill this other shit out and mail it in and stuff. And the lady was totally nice and really trying to help a lot. So she wasn't just trying to dick me over. It's just the system is against us.
And
so you
stupid fax machine.
Yeah, but you used to be able to just bring the paper in and you would get your shit like right there because the store or the dealer of the licenses, the one that sells the licenses would verify your papers. Now,
right.
No. The entry level office slaves that you actually go to get this shit from, no, the government's not trusting them anymore. Now you got to go and mail these papers to the mystery people, the shadowy them, for them to approve you before you can even go and get your license. So I thought we have these massive low tides right now, and we're on the campground we're at has a beachfront, and there's like just oysters everywhere. Oh, thanks, Melissa. She has an army one like this. This is actually a winter wool cap. It's really nice.
Yeah.
It was my dad's.
Cool hat. All of my hats are in storage, I think.
Well, they would get destroyed otherwise.
Well, that's true.
But so now, and so I thought I would be able to just go into the store and get my fishing license because I've done this before in the past.
I don't understand how that look ever became popular. Wearing your pants down below your ass. That's just.
I thought that was started in prison to say that you wanted to get.
I think it did, but it's so weird just to see guys walking around like that. Like it's just a normal thing. It's just pull up your fucking pants.
But because I've had my fishing license in the past, and thanks to. And that's all you do. You go to the place and you get your license and you show them your papers, right? You show me your papers. We live in the show me your papers land. So I went in there and I had my papers on hand with me because I figured that's the way the process would be. No. So now I don't get to harvest any oysters until the powers that be review the papers. And then I have to go back.
Because if you're poor and need to like catch fish to eat, you got to pay the government.
But I'm hoping we can get some oysters while we're up here before we have to go back down to Kelso area. And then once we're down there, that's the Columbia River, you said? No, the Cowlitz River.
Grandma.
That would be, they went like that.
I don't know if she likes oysters or not. But I guess we'll find out.
Simple food, man, because, okay, if you look at it, you don't have to have a lot of fatsy food. If you have some seafood, that's your protein. Rice is cheap still, thankfully. And yeah, you know why I want to get my license? Here's the thing. My multi-fishing license for Washington State Veteran Disability thingy costs, I think it's $15 the last time I looked it up.
Which is actually way cheaper than
If you're a
any normal
civilian,
people getting
you'd be
fishing
spending like
license.
50, 60, 70 bucks
Yeah.
if you got it, what they give us, right? It's way cheap, right? So if you go to your grocery stores here in Washington State, now mind you, oysters, they're wild. They're on every fucking beach
Wild and
pretty
crazy,
much.
man. They party all the time.
Oh yeah, Toots, that's the same here. If you're underage, like if you have a
Mm.
teen kid with you, they don't need the license. As long as there's one adult licensed person, then theirs is considered
Because, you know, if
automatic.
you're taking your kid out fishing, then you're a good parent.
But these oysters grow wild. They cover the beaches here on the coast of Washington.
Okay, so there you can, like, you know, babysit a kid, and then you get paid for babysitting and you get free fish.
Right? So there's that. But in the grocery store, they charge you $1 an oyster for shit that grows on the beach. You can literally go from a grocery store and walk 3 blocks to the beach, and the thing
see just dollars just sitting all over
Yeah.
the place.
it's like that bad. So of course I want my fishing license because it costs $15 for the license. You get an 18 a day limit on oysters. That's per day. So if you buy the $15 fishing license, you get your 18 oysters. You've already profited $3. Your first day.
I'm also having to do all the stuff to get my disability parking thing. And it's funny because the options that they gave, it's a, you know, you have trouble walking distances and you know, you can't breathe the air, you can't be in sunlight. And then when there's the one I think that would apply to me says, you know,
walking line
you have trouble walking like anywhere far because of like neurological or heart problems.
Well, that's called brain damage is neurological.
So, I mean, because otherwise they're just going to see some lost person looking for their car all over the place.
So she has to get a doctor to sign off for her parking permit and for her fishing license because you qualify for that too. But once she gets her license, we can rake in the oysters and clams and stuff. And also, once we're on the rivers, we can fish. It's hard for us to get information from the internet now. And when we do get to the internet, like when we're doing laundry, we don't want to sit around doing homework.
Did you open a soda?
I did, but it's gone. You can get another one.
Okay.
What is the current fishing seasons for the river freshwater fish? I'm not going to do saltwater fishing because there's no fucking way in hell I'd be able to catch a saltwater fish. You have to have a boat for that. You can try it from the docks, but you're not going to catch anything. Right?
Nothing worth keeping, probably.
No, it's not keepable. It's the good fish don't. That's not where they hide out at. Okay, they're not on.
Oh
the
yeah,
docks.
they're bigger. They can be in the deeper water.
They're in the mouths of the rivers, stuff like that. But if you can tell me what the current fish seasons are for this fall season for like the rivers of Washington State, that would be nice. We need to start a crime spree though.
Okay.
We need to convince the slaves to rise up and to start doing victimless crime.
Like fishing without a license.
Well, I mean, if you want to,
right, the fisher victims.
but think about it. Why do you need a license? Licenses is what you should have for businesses and commercial activities. Yeah. Why does any private individual?
Normal person need a fucking fishing license to go fishing to catch a fish out of the.
Now, if you want to have a catch limit or something, that's different. That's okay.
Something. And having commercial operations having some kind of a license would make sense.
I want to catch some trout, man. Trout's good stuff. Trout's good and it's easy to cook.
I don't know if I ever had.
Yeah, it's a white meat.
We had salmon. But
you always
trout,
have the salmon. Are salmon considered a part of the trout?
I don't think so.
I'm not sure on that. Oh, killing the fish is easy. You just chop their head off.
I wouldn't be able to do that.
I know you wouldn't be able to, but that's why you have me.
My head chopper.
My thing went out.
Hmm.
But I wanna. I don't know if I could catch fish, but I want to try, and I can learn. It's like, oh, I scored a new level on fire technology last night
He was able to start a fire without paper.
in the rain. Everything's wet here. It's been raining since yesterday. Yeah, trout's a very nice fish to work with. They're durable too. They're not going to go to mush on you like some of the ocean fish will if you cook them wrong. The trout, they're pretty durable. But yeah, I started the fire without paper, and
I didn't actually see it. I
it took
don't remember what I was doing.
You were busy, but it took a long time to get that
I
fire
was
going.
busy in, like in my own little world. La 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 la.
No, with the fish is easy to prepare. You catch the fish, you go right behind the gills, you chop that off, and then you slice it down the belly, and you just one finger and you scoop all the guts out. That's it, all done.
I saw something on the Gone with the Winds thing where they like poured alcohol into like the side of their head or something.
Yeah, it dissolves the brain.
And that's supposed to kill them instantly.
It would, more or less instantly. I mean, that is pretty goddamn painless. You're like, oh, I'm drunk. Oops, I'm dead. But then you got the alcohol up on your fish, so you make sure it's a good alcohol.
And so with the wind people, and I don't even really watch them anymore because no internet and stuff, and they're rich and have a fucking boat and sail the world and stuff. But anyway.
Well, you're right, Toots.
Oh fuck! What was I saying?
The winds.
Oh, so they're like I guess mostly vegetarian or they're pescatarian now, and they like don't like killing things.
Oh,
and so that's where they like tried to find the fast way.
There's another thing that fishing license good for is squid. What?
I've had calamari and it's chewy and not super good. It only tastes good if you have a good sauce for it.
Yeah, but that was probably overcooked. And that was probably calamari from giant squid, so it's really thick. If you get the dock squid, it's a totally different species. Like, you see, you would probably have a problem with eating the squid that you get commercially because they're the big squid. Right. No, the bigger ones. Smart. The bigger ones. The species you get from the dock, they're not. They're just sea bugs like everything else, basically. There's all different kinds of squid species. But I can catch squid. Those are easy if there's any left. They want to Oh man, yeah, fish and chips. We'll stock up on that when we get space in the freezer or whatever.
Wait, for fish and chips, is this the stupid?
What kind of prescription do you have? Do you have?
I'm thinking it must have been a refill of something.
Yeah. Do we want to go check that out before we?
Coumadin,
is it this Safeway or the Kelso Safeway?
I don't even know. It's. Oh no! I already had that other one sent to Kelso. I don't know, and they don't say which Safeway it is. I guess if I listen, then they'll tell me like the address or something, and then I have to listen for what the address is. Not that I know what street this is on or the other Safeway.
Guys, like this country, our nations have made it to where they've taken our power away from us. They act like you have this vote, but you don't actually vote, which means you have no power, which means our existence is merely survival and working for rich people. Or being like us and being scary to scare all the other slaves into working for the rich people.
Because, otherwise you might be like us.
Yeah. They use people like me to scare all of you to keep you in your jobs.
And, okay, as homeless people, the only reason that we're able to stay in the state parks here in Washington is because he's a disabled veteran. Without that, there's no way we could ever afford it. Because, even at half price, which I think you'd get if you're disabled, it's still like $25 a night. No way.
And we should put that on your things. No, no. But and then they penalize her for being with me.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you don't need benefits because you got that veteran that's helping you out.
Well, and then like if we were to get an apartment together, we'd both have to like give a certain percentage of our whatever pay we get for the
Yeah.
rent or whatever.
It's like they rob you every way they can.
Yeah. Every way that they can try to keep you poor and down.
It's terrible.
So there's that.
Yep, there is that. I need to learn how to make my own tartar sauce because I bet you I could improve on it. I know how to make
Well-
mayonnaise.
Tartar sauce is probably just mostly mayo and pickles.
I put like vinegar and sugar and stuff in it.
Well, there's vinegar in the mayo. I think there's sugar sometimes. Sugar, corn syrup, whatevs.
Oh yeah. But the whole point about it, huh? Awesome. Yeah, you should be pissed about America.
Yeah.
The rest of the world is. And if Americans don't start getting pissed off, you're going to see an invasion sooner or later. The world is sick and tired of America. It really is.
And then you got people like Trump saying, "Oh, it's great here. Everything's great. Economy's great. You know, jobs, so many jobs." Where? Where are the jobs?
Oh, one of the other campers is hilarious.
Which campers?
The Chinese one.
Oh, right.
No, last weekend at the campground was crazy.
So many people.
And there's like 2 Russian families.
Yeah.
I guess there was some major golf tournament thing going on. So if you know anything about golf, tell me about what the fuck that tournament was. There was like Russians and all.
Well, I
kinds
don't
of
think
shit.
it was a professional
Oh
tournament.
no.
Or I mean, not like a major professional.
I think it might have been.
It might have been like a.
They got some big time
like
golf.
the minors kind of thing or
They
something.
got some big time golf places up here in Washington. You know that not Bob Villa. You know, what was that show called? It had Tim the Toolman Taylor and stuff.
Oh, Tool Time.
Well, and not Tim Allen, but one of the other dudes on that show is like a major golfer, and he lives up here in Washington.
Hmm.
They have major golf shit up here. You wouldn't even know. Seamus.
Seamus.
Oh my God, the manager chased him out. That's terrible. See what happens if you tell.
So
the truth in
okay,
America?
that's a cracker right there.
Yeah, that's what managers are. They're just crackers without badges. But America, it's I need. Look, if you guys have brains, so you probably feel the same way I do. You want something to live for. You want to contribute to change things. Goals of some kind beyond on surviving, beyond getting the new Xbox, beyond getting a bigger house or a nicer car. You have dreams of like maybe going to outer space or some shit like that. But who owns outer space now? The private companies.
I don't think they'll ever be going to space
But the rich people own it all now.
until I'm in you know the great nowhere.
Like with my age and my skills, I could be putting up thousands of watts of power systems, harvesting sun power, which would, you know, if anybody actually cared about the whole greenhouse gases and saving the fucking planet and bullshit.
Oh, that's cool.
That's funny. They would actually encourage and have programs for me to get started with connections and setting up a business or whatever. But the fact that I'm not doing that and I'm being prohibited from doing that tells me that it's all a lie. They just want this, and they think about it, we come from a state in California is the same way. They had all the slaves washing their garbage.
Yeah.
And then that shit got shipped to China. And then when China said, we not take your garbage no more, guess what happened to it? The rich people, they just put it in the landfill. Yet they're
that whole thing where you're like supposed to separate your recyclables and your regular trash. It doesn't matter. It all goes into the same place.
Now it does. China used to buy it, but now we're dumping it into the landfill.
Yeah.
I guess I should check that. Has it been 20 minutes or 40 minutes or whatever?
I have like no concept of passing time anymore.
Me neither. But
sometimes it'll go really fast, and
but I had to explain that to
my.
my dad because he was doing that. Because my dad, as befuddled as he was, he wanted to do the right thing. Most people want to do the right thing,
and that's where he got so taken advantage of because
Yeah.
everybody's like, donate to me. I need
Yeah.
help. Donate to me.
donate to.
And then he'd have to go into the fucking food bank.
Yeah, and he washing his garbage and stuff. Don't wash your garbage. If it's aluminum, save it and get the money for yourself. Don't give it to the state to take the money for you. Don't pay for. Don't have the state charge you to make a profit off of your trash. Right.
The recycling thing is so bullshit.
Save your cans and get that money yourself.
Well, and they put the onus of saving the planet on like people like us.
Yeah.
We're not the ones fucking up the planet.
It's the rich people.
Corporations and the rich people that are fucking up the planet.
You know who
and there's nothing to like say to tell them, ooh, don't do that anymore.
Right.
They don't give a fuck. They just, pay for whatever and it's taken care of.
Oh, wow. Well, you know what? When do you need any reason to drink is a good reason to drink. It's just.
So is the Irish festival in March?
I just spent the last 3-4 months trying all these new designer drugs that they're pushing on the poor people for their mental health because they try to. I'm mentally ill, but guess why I'm mentally ill? It's because of the shit world we have to live in. Okay, so I'm bipolar too, and that comes from my DNA, and the PTSD comes from having my brain scrambled. But
it's in August.
Oh, wow.
Well, that's a good time to have a festival like that because, it's not so cold.
But yeah, so they want all the little slaves when they're not in their box slave job to wash and sort their trash. And then they hire other slaves to sort it some more.
Yeah.
And then we find out that it was all for nothing. It was all fake. So they're just make work. Also, rich people can feel like they're doing something important.
Yeah.
There's so much bullshit.
And this whole thing about saving the planet, there's nothing that's going to save the planet. It's pretty much fucked.
The planet's fine. The only thing that's going to save the planet, there is no saving the planet.
Well,
but let's get real. It's called saving our species. There's only one thing that's going to save our species, and that's if there's
having less of our species.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what I said, but she said it. But the only thing that's going to save our species is if we, the little people that are not the backstabbing slaves, form coalitions of the willing, so to speak, and overthrow the fucking slave owners. That's the only thing. And you know what? Those fucking breeders, man, you got to end them.
And then, but the police are,
they're just crackers.
They're protecting the rich people.
And crackers are slaves that get a little bit better of a lifestyle for the job of beating down all the other slaves.
Yeah. Pretty much.
And they get to pretend that they're not a slave because they get their own residence and they get a paycheck.
Yeah, and they'll stop at the Starbucks on their way to work, and
Right.
it's not a big deal to spend $5 for a coffee.
Because you're a high-paid slave.
Do you know what I'd do with fucking $5
Slaves
right now?
washing their trash.
Well, okay.
What?
If I had like $6, I'd probably go to the weed store and buy
Right.
a joint.
Well, we just had Taco Hell food for $6.
That was like 6 something, huh?
But it's because we weren't at our camp home. We got sugar and milk, though.
Oh, good. Then I can have tea.
I didn't buy salad stuff for you, so you're going to have to drink a shake today. We actually, on the way home,
Spinach would be
we'll
fine.
stop and buy a bag of spinach, okay? Because
I can use the spinach like for like lettuce and burritos kind of a thing, or for gelatin thing.
To be honest, fresh spinach is way cheaper than those shakes because of the cost of the milk.
Well, that's true. And it helps my whole INR thing, which I'm really hoping. I had the MRI thing
Hopefully
last
they
week,
call soon.
and I'm really hoping that the blood clots
Oh,
come.
me too.
And then I can start drinking. Woohoo!
But not until next month when we can afford a bottle of booze.
Oh, you can say nigga.
You see, they're trying to control. They've taken away our free speech. They did it, the CIA, by making this thing called Google and YouTube and social media. And then they're like, well, we can say what you're allowed to say or not because it's a private company. It's not the public. It's not the government. That's a backdoor slavery right there.
Yeah.
They backdoor eliminated your First Amendment rights or whatever free speech rights you may have in Canada, which I don't even know if you guys have that up there. No. But now I'm being forced into this world where I'm not allowed to say words. What happened to America? America's gone. If you don't have free speech, you don't have my nibba. Can't say crack. You can't say cracker.
Wow. Like if I was going to have a cheese and cracker, then,
But no. What if you just spell bad and you can't spell cracker properly? Can you say cunt scab?
just not cunt.
Like, what kind of a sick world are we living in where you're not even allowed to type a word anymore? Oh, and if you want to see the crackers fucking lose their shit, tell them you're going to pull your gun out.
Yeah.
Tell them the next time somebody comes and invades your private property that you're going to fucking waste the motherfuckers. Because you know something? That's your legal right. If somebody's assaulting you, you have a right to defend yourself with deadly fucking force. That's a human fucking right, man.
Wow. That's funny that you can't say cracker.
But they're like, oh no, don't talk about guns. You're not, it's not, they don't care if you have guns. They just don't want you to talk about your guns.
Yeah.
America's the big land of pretend everything's okay. You know?
Yeah, there's a lot of that whole pretending thing. Everything is pretty much fake.
But
All fake.
so
Illusion.
why do the crackers get upset when you're like, I'll defend myself? I don't. Yeah, that's the whole point of it, because you're pointing out the fact that cops are no longer needed.
Because they're like, no, call the police. Because the police are going to be totally.
They're going to
backing
do
the rich
nothing.
person.
They're going to do nothing.
And do nothing. Yeah.
They're going to do
basically.
nothing. They're very literally do nothing now, unless some rich person pays them to do something.
I like crackers too. Well, at least I used to when I could eat things. It's very difficult to eat things now.
But yeah, when you point it out to the cops that you can defend yourself and that makes them irrelevant, they get upset.
Well, yeah, for some reason you're not supposed to say to the cops, yeah, if there's an intruder, I'm going to shoot him. No, can't talk about it.
But here's the point, because it makes them irrelevant. Their jobs are it shows them that they're pointless. They're just there to do what they're told, to fucking rob you, to get your money and give it to the rich people, and they want you to just shut up and take it.
Yeah.
But that's why don't ever call the cops, man. Handle your own shit. Cops are worthless in America. Don't ever get the cops involved, ever.
Well, and they're lying liars. The fucking cop that did the police report for my accident.
He
total liar.
He did for the rich.
Lied all over the place.
So handle your own shit. Justice cannot be had in America unless you are the one that makes the justice happen. You have to take matters into your own hands. And that's not a crime, folks. They want to make it sound like it's a crime for you to defend yourself and stuff, but it's not. And you know what? When it comes down to it, fuck it. Pack the prisons full of people. Fuck those motherfuckers. You know, they want you to be afraid of prison. Stop being afraid of prison. It's just people just like you, except it's people that got fed up and they stood up for themselves.
Yeah, pretty much.
And yeah, there's a few bad apples in prison.
And then they make these TV shows that, make it, they glorify the, camaraderie that some find or something. And then they also glorify like the violence part of it.
Yeah.
not really any.
And
of that.
they want to scare everybody and make it sound like you're just going to get raped if you end up in prison.
Yeah.
The only people that are going to rape you in prison is the prison guards. All right, that's it. It's because everybody else there in that prison, they're a victim, just like you.
Yeah.
They're a victim. They stood up for themselves and they
paid the price.
they paid the price for doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toots, you got it. If I ever get to the point where I'm hard up for medical, I'm gonna go break some windows. You know?
Hey, and be out of the rain, right?
Oh God, I'm getting rained all over right now.
Well, and they also like give them like chances for education and stuff.
Yeah, you get to go to school. Still prison. We're not talking about the county poke.
Yeah.
You have to actually commit an actual felony
And you have to be locked up for over a year.
over a year and a day.
Yeah.
It has
Because
to be a year and a day.
that's what it has to be to not be in.
Otherwise,
jail.
they're going to keep you in fucking county jail for a
And
year.
apparently, county jail
They suck.
sucks so
You
bad.
don't get. There's no internet.
So bad.
There's no jobs. There's nothing. It's not prison. So
Yeah.
so if you fuck up, make sure you fuck up real bad.
Yeah.
Don't go big or go home. Okay, that's a real thing.
Go ahead and punch a cop. That'll help.
That should get you a year and a day right there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but tricky in the showers. No, but we found out it's from talking to people that have been to prison that it's all fake. It's fear mongering.
Yeah.
They want you to be
It's
afraid of the
Apparently,
prison.
at least from in the men's prison, it's a lot of wanking.
And it's not a lot of
It's
raping.
it's just
because
because why
guess
would you
what?
go through all of the trouble of raping a person when you could just wank?
let's put it, they might sound like if you put a straight man in prison, they turn gay or something. That's not how it works. Think about it. Are you going to go gay because you're locked up with? No. I mean, just think about it. Logic itself tells you that you're being fear mongered.
Yeah.
No, because you want to get out of the prison so you can go get whatever it is you actually are attracted to. No one's in prison going, hey, why don't you shave your ass for me? You know? You got some nice hair on your legs there. You know, I'm not believing that shit. Oh, but no, that once you get up into the big time prisons, it's a total different world.
So I had been interviewing for a job at the county jail to be the person that buzzes the doors for people to go through the doors. And when I'm in the interview, there's like this cop there that's interviewing me. He's like, okay, so here's the situation. You're in there and with the buzzer thing and a prisoner has caught a security guard and he's like, got a gun to his head and he's like, I'm going to shoot this guy if you don't let me through the door. And I'm like, I'm not going to open the door. And the guy's like, this guy has a family and he's going to be dead. What are you going to do? I'm not going to open the door. And he goes, and then the guy's still like going, it's, you have to make this decision. What are you going to do? The guy's going to be dead. His family's going to miss him. What are you going to do? I'm not going to open the door. That's the whole reason that I'm.
But it says what the fuck? Are we here?
Are we still here? I don't know.
Now we are. That was weird. But the connection says.
And now I forgot what I was talking about. Damn it!
Not buzzing the.
Oh, and so I didn't. And so the guy finally said, yeah, that was the right answer. And then I ended up taking myself out of the running for it because I had a dream that I was buzzing people through hell, and it just
we have a perfectly good single. It's kind of weird why it's doing that. I'm gonna go check our laundry.
Oh, great! Right when I'm done talking about whatever I was talking about.
Well, then you have to find something else, and then we have to.
I don't know any more stories.
We have to go to a doctor appointment. Is that light on because of me? Oh,
yeah.
Good.
Oh, so that's working again.
No, it always just turn it off from over here.
Oh. I thought it was because the door thing over
No,
there
it
was
works.
weird.
I fixed that.
With a hammer.
Yes. I fixed the door light with a hammer.
He chops wood with a hammer.
I chop wood with a hammer.
I should record you doing that.
You should show him how to chop wood with a
Chopping
hammer.
with a hammer.
Man, it's so icky out here.
It is really very here. it started like last night, and it's been pretty not stopping. And the dogs are all pretty much just laying around. It's not really a great day for walking, so what are you going to do? I tried walking with the umbrella, but it's really hard when you have a dog leash in one hand and umbrella in the other hand, and then, like, the dog's pulling you all over. And then you have to clean up after the dog. That makes it super hard. Yes, it is a hammer and a wedge. Well, it's not so much a wedge as it's this old axe head that he found in the backyard when he was mowing my grandma's lawn, which has probably been there for I don't even know how fucking long. And so he uses his old rusty axe head, and he uses a sledgehammer, and he chops the wood. It's pretty cool. And then the Chinese people they were camping right across from us, and they had like this brand new fucking Mercedes Winnebago RV. It was beautiful and sickening, and then but they couldn't get like the generator started, and so Lou went over and helped him with the generator. And then I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, and so then he also showed them how to split wood with the hammer, because their firewood wasn't catching very well because it was all too big. And then there was something else. Oh, and then they shared some, I guess it was Chinese whiskey or something. What was that? Chinese whiskey?
Doggy tails are clean.
Was that Chinese whiskey you had yesterday or something?
Oh, the whiskey?
Yeah. Apparently it was really good. I didn't have any because, blood thinners. But soon I'm hoping I can totally have some.
Oh my God, it sucks so bad outside.
And now the towels are clean.
But yeah.
Safety glasses for
I don't know where my
hammering wood.
safety glasses
I
went
don't know
to.
where your safety glasses are either. They might be in the storage at this point.
I think we're gonna go get our tires checked, and then that's the other thing I have.
And my appointment's in like an hour.
Yeah, I have.
That time kind of flew by.
I have an air compressor, but I don't have a tire gauge, so I have to wait till next payday because those things cost like $30. The point, I can't use a cheap tire gauge because I got these monster tires and they require 80
psi, which is more than what
the regular
tire
gauge
gauges say.
goes up to. So I have to get a new tire gauge before, and then I won't have to go get my tires checked. I'll be able to check them myself. But yeah, I think we're gonna go. We'll be back soon, probably ish. A few days.
Something like
A
that.
few days, you know.
Because we move again in a couple days.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
And then so there's that.
But we gotta go to the doctor's. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys, while we
Yep.
did laundry and all. This is the laundry stream.
Laundry
That's
stream.
what we should call it.
That's where we can go to actually
Laundry
get like internet and
Yeah.
stuff.
So we'll see y'all. Thanks for hanging out and listening to us rant. We needed that.
Bye.
Well, we'll be back to rant again later.
Yep.
There.